We've got some ACAC action coming up in just a moment, but before we get into that, we're going to be talking about the event going on today. The ACAC has partnered up with the Royal Bank of Canada in the annual Make Some Noise for Mental Health campaign to promote mental health awareness and reduce the stigma associated with mental health concerns. There are 17 member institutions participating in this campaign, spread among 2 divisions under one conference. We have strength and unity, and we want you to know that you are not alone. Let's make some noise for mental health. We've got starting lineups and the national anthem coming up in just a minute. We've got the women's SAIT Trojans squad taking on the Kings University Eagles. As both teams get ready to go, we can quickly run through some keys to the games for both teams. The Trojans haven't necessarily started the season how they might have wanted to, currently sitting at a record of 0-3, but a lot of bright spots, in particular Brooke Baker, currently averaging 21 points, 9 rebounds, 3 steals. If the Trojans want to get by a very good Kings University team, they're going to have to play through her for the Kings University. They've got a bit of a two-headed dragon in Morgan Ailman and Jamie Bunting. If they want to win, they'll have to rely on that and their overall very balanced play style. They can score from everywhere on the floor, and they're going to have to do it if they want to win tonight, as we're already seeing the Kings University lining up on the baseline to get ready for the anthem. I'll be right back with you after that and the starting lineups.
Coaches
And with that out of the way, we are ready to go. Both teams are lining up at center for the jump ball. Taking it for SAIT will be number 10, Anagor Wool. And for the Kings University, we'll be seeing Anila Ayotte. SAIT winning it right off the bat. Ava Curl cutting towards the basket, not able to finish the job. As now bringing it up the court will be Kings University as they get ready to get things underway. Taking a long three-pointer and drilling it. And that is the first point on the board for the Kings. Bringing up for the Trojans now will be Brooke Baker, the fourth year. She'll take it herself up at the top of the key. Handing it off. She'll cut back inside once more, handing it back out to Ava Curl. Curl will cut in. They'll hand it off to Mulholland. Put up on net by Addison Liebert. Ava Curl with the steal, and it'll go blocked, but out of bounds, and the Trojans are right back in the offensive zone, ready to go once again, and that'll be the first steal and turnover of the game, with Curl grabbing it there. And the first foul, I didn't catch the call. She'll miss the first free throw. And she will just barely miss the second one. It looked like it was going in, but it went awry last minute. As she'll send it up court. There for the three, just off. They'll get their own rebound, passing it back outside, and they'll end up being a foul call on the play. The Kings University will end up getting the basket there, with Curl bringing it back up the floor. On the fast break, pushed inside, but she'll step out of bounds. So the Trojans already multiple turnover opportunities, but not able to capitalize quite yet. Bringing it up the court now. They'll have it on the outside, cutting it back in. And she'll put it up on the net, not able to bury it. Brooke Baker with the rebound, and they'll end up being a jump ball. They're going to end up giving it to the Kings University. Taking it on the outside now, that'll be number 5, Ella Majot. She'll find someone inside. They'll put it up and in. For another basket for the Kings University. That one's for Alyssa York. Already a lot of offense for the Eagles. Not quite able to defend Curl on the outside there. That one goes bouncing off the rim, because they'll end up being a reach-in call. As they'll hand it off to Baker on the baseline now. Down by 5, in need of a basket here. Handing it out to Curl. They'll start rotating around the outside. That's Mulholland. Finds Wool. Wool will cut in with the fade and in. Burying that one, and the Kings University will end up bringing it right back up the court afterwards. Maybe trying to slow things down a little bit, finding someone on the outside, moving inside. Not quite able to make the layup. Curl with the rebound. She'll bring it up the court now. Finds Brooke on the wing. She'll cut it in herself, taking the contested layup, but not quite able to make it. As the Kings University on the fast break, finding someone inside, and this time, Anila Ayotte does not miss on the opportunity. As Ava Curl has it once again on the wing, handing it off to Baker. Baker, she'll cut in, taking the layup and in for her first point of the game. As the Trojans point leader gets on the board. Bringing it up the court now will be Megan Ailman. She'll end up running into Curl, but no call on it. With a little bit of a baby fade, not able to hit it. Baker will bring it up the court now with a bit of a fast break. She'll try and slow things down, but quickly she'll get pressed. That one goes off the leg of Wool. And it looks like the Eagles, will be getting it right outside of the Trojans' offensive zone. So they start to bring it up. That'll be Ailman. She'll take it, sending it inside once again. Not afraid to play in the post, as that one goes right in. Ayotte already with multiple points on the board for the Eagles. As Baker brings it up the court once again. She'll drive in for another contested layup. But that time York was there the whole way, and that one gets blocked and put out of bounds. Baker will take it once again on the baseline. The Trojans with a chance to maybe get something going now. Wool will walk it in herself, take the mid-range jumper. Not quite able to make it. It's that time. Will get stopped there right outside of the three-point line, inside the Eagles' own zone. Majot will throw it into Ailman, who will bring it up the court. She's got Mulholland on her. They'll end up throwing it outside. Taking the three, sinking it once again. And the Eagles have already shown they're not afraid to take some of those deep shots. So that one goes out of bounds. They're going to give it right back to the Trojans as Baker takes it right outside half court. She'll throw it into Curl. Curl taking a second to slow things down a little bit. Gets a screen from Baker, goes the other way. Finds someone on the wing. Back out to Baker. Baker will cut in. She'll take it herself. Take the contested layup. Not quite able to make it. So far in this one, the Trojans are 3 for 8. Not necessarily the field goal you want to start this one with. So the Eagles will go to the line. That'll be Morgan Ailman at the line now. As a team, the Eagles are currently 68% from the free throw line. As she'll sink the first one. She'll take it the second one and make both. As well, we'll throw it into Baker now. A full court press from the Eagles. As Baker tries to get over the half court line, she does. And starts to set things up now. Throwing it on the outside wing to Curl, who will cut in. Throwing it back outside to Wolf with the mid-range. Just off. That one will get rebounded by Pryor. On the wing is Wolf. She'll cut in herself. Going down. They'll call a travel. No foul on the play. Not exactly what the Trojans bench was looking for there. As the Eagles already doing a good job containing the scoring of the Trojans. Bringing up the ball once again will be Ailman, who is currently averaging 4.5 assists on the season. She'll get another one there on the nice little handoff to Ella Majot. As we're going to see some subs coming in for the Trojans. Leaving the game will be Ava Curl, who already had 1-3. And coming in for the Trojans will be Emily Cartmel, the first year. She'll end up getting it right off the bench into Wool. Wool will drive in. She'll take it herself. Not quite able to bury it, though. Is now taking it up the court. They will find someone cutting inside. Not quite able to get it up, but they'll get the second chance play. And with the opportunity for the and one to put 20 points on the board early in this first quarter. With it at the line now, that'll be Anelia Ayotte. Already has quite a few points for the Kings in this one, averaging 11.3 points per game. And we'll be seeing a timeout for the Trojans. Maybe to try and restart things here. Not necessarily the start they might have wanted, but still plenty of opportunity to make a comeback, as it is still very early in this first quarter. We'll have to see what head coach Parmar can do to try and bring the Trojans back into this one. It's currently, so far, they are averaging 3 of 11 from the field. They've only attempted 1 3, weren't able to make it. For the Kings, you've got to just be preaching continued offensive attack. So far in this one, they've been shooting very efficiently, and I'm sure head coach Ernst will want them to keep doing the same if they want to stay ahead, as they currently lead by just 16 in this one. Took a little bit longer than I want to admit to do the math on that. Both teams will leave the huddle. So far, Anelia Ayotte is leading this game with 7 points for the Eagles. Baker will take it at the baseline. We're seeing a bit of a full court press here, as they'll send it in. That'll be Mulholland bringing it up for the Trojans. She'll get trapped in the corner. She'll have to send it up. Taking it there was Pryor. Pryor sends it out to Baker. Baker will cut in. She'll get knocked down, no foul. As Baker already struggling from the field so far in this one, now 1 for 5. As they'll take it now in the Trojans' half court. Sending it around the outside, trying to find an open player. Find someone inside. Pryor playing defense there, able to throw it back outside, and a little bit of miscommunication, as it looked like Majot was trying to cut to the outside corner there. Taking it up now will be Emily Cartmel. Tight defense on her there. She'll find Pryor. Pryor will cut in. Tries to take it herself. And it looks like she'll be going to the line there, as there will be a foul on the play. Or not quite, as it will end up going out of bounds, they're going to say. Baker finds Cartmel on the outside. She'll take a step, but hand it right off to Baker. Baker with the deep 3. Not quite able to sink it, and that will be rebounded by the Eagles, who hop on the fast break, bringing it up the court with a chance. A nice spin layup. Not quite able to make it, as now the Trojans on a fast break of their own. Mulholland out to Baker. Baker will hold it for a second. She'll walk back out to the logo. Let's see what she does with it. An ISO call. She'll cut in. Mid-range jumper. She'll sink it on the nice ISO call. As when the Trojans need a point, they know who to give the ball to. The Eagles will send it outside for the deep 3. Off the corner, not quite able to make that one go in there. As they restart the offense now with 11 on the clock. They'll try and cut in. See what they do with it now. Trying to find someone inside. She'll cut in. That's in a yacht. Not quite able to sink it, as the Trojans get the ball right back. Trying to find Baker on the fast break. She's all alone. Not quite able to sink the layup. That one's rebounded there by Ailman, who will bring it up herself into the wing. She'll have it now. Nearly stolen, but she'll hold on to it. She'll run around the block, throw it outside for the 3. and they will sink it, as that is another three-pointer. And that's Baker on the wing now, out to Cartmel. Cartmel will think about it, decides not to take it, sends it back out to Baker. She'll cut in with the floater, not able to make it go, as Baker's now 2 for 8 on the night. It's the Trojan star. A little bit of struggles in this first quarter. We'll see if she can turn it around in the rest of this one. Still plenty of time on the clock as we are sitting here, 2 minutes left in the quarter. That's a block. That'll be Liebert able to get the hand up there. Baker cuts in with space. Not quite able to sink that one. Just tight defense on her. So far, the Eagles have done an excellent job shutting down Baker, especially on those contested layups, able to stay tight there, as they'll end up going to the line. Taking it now will be Ella Majot. Or, sorry, no, that is going to be Megan Ailman. Misread the number. Already in this one. Ailman so far has 4 points on the board, 2 rebounds and 4 assists. Already off to an excellent start. He's always been a very reliable player for the Eagles this season when they've needed one. As she'll end up sinking the shot. Wool will take it now. She'll send it into Mulholland, who will bring it up the court for the Trojans. Mulholland, second in on the Trojans in points. Sends it out to Wool. Wool will cut in. She'll have it. Ends up trying to find Pryor, but not able to get it there as Ailman gets the steal. So that will end up being a foul. As now we'll see Ailman go right back to the line. She's now up to, I believe, 5 points on the game. Let's see if she can add to that total, as she won't be able to make the first one as it goes off both sides of the rim. And she will end up sinking the second one. As we will be seeing Curl coming in now. She will end up taking Emily Cartmel out. Curl brings up the ball for the Trojans now. On the outside, they're going to end up calling it, whistling it down. They'll call a push. So the Curl will get, or the Trojans will get the ball right back there with the chance to throw it in. So we'll see a sub for the Eagles. Coming in will be Lauren Meters for Jordana Rivet. Wool with it now on the wing. She'll take a step, take a second one. Not quite able to hold on to the ball as she tries to cut in. A lot of defense on her there. Taking it now. The Eagles try and set something up on the wing. She'll cut in herself. Finds an open Ailman on the outside. Not able to sink it. As now we've got a minute left in this one. So with it now will be Wool. Couple nice moves. Top of the key. Cutting in now. They'll try and find Mulholland. She'll take the floater. Not quite able to make it go. Take the second chance. Not quite able to get that one, but they'll get the rebound again. Mulholland's there. Not able to sink the mid-range, but the Trojans keep getting their own rebounds. Mulholland with a nice move is going to the line. As just about 3 rebounds in a row for the Trojans. Just tenacious in the post. As we'll see Mulholland, who so far in this one has not managed to get a point on the board, has a chance now from the free throw line. She will end up sinking the first one. Won't be able to get the second one as that one bounces off the rim and quickly into the hands of Day. Bringing up the ball now will be Jamie Bunting. Ends up finding Ailman on the outside, and she will sink that one, no question. As she's already having a great game for the Eagles. Baker on it now. She'll have it. Take a step. Ends up giving it to Pryor. Cuts in. Baker gets her own rebound. Wool on the outside. Takes the three with no time left. But that one won't go. And after the first quarter, the score is 32-9 for the Kings. And as we are quickly approaching the second quarter here, it is currently 30 for the Kings University Eagles. Trojans currently have 9. And that was a fairly dominant first quarter for the Eagles, but it's still the first one. While the Trojans might not have started strong, they certainly have an opportunity here to take things back in the second quarter. We're just going to have to see what head coach Parmar can maybe get started for them. Leading scorer for the Trojans in that first quarter was Brooke Baker with 4 points. Love to see if anybody can join her up there with multiple baskets. Starting with it this quarter will be the Eagles. Bringing up the ball now will be Ailman. He'll get taken on the wing. She'll cut in with space. The mid-range shot. Not quite able to sink it, I was about to say, before it bounced off both sides of the rim and right into the net. The Trojans sink that basket. Bringing up the ball now will be Jamie Bunting. Bunting. She'll end up finding Meters on the outside. Meters will take it at the logo, trying to get it in to Bunting once again. She'll cut towards the goal. No one home, as she'll end up walking right in and getting the easy basket. So the Kings already starting strong in this second quarter. Brooke Baker has it. She'll take the mid-range. Not quite able to sink it. Mulholland with it once again. Out to Curl. Not able to hit that. Bringing up the ball now will be Ailman. That one goes off of Baker. And it looks like they'll be giving this one to the Eagles. And that one goes right off the backboard and in as Curl gets it and ends up handing it off to Baker, who brings it up the court now. She'll have it just outside the three-point line. Give it off to Wool. Wool with this off the screen. A couple nice moves on the isolation play. That one gets swatted down. As Ailman will bring it up now for the Eagles. She'll have it on the outside. Cutting in now. Finding Meters on the outside. And that one gets caught right on the outside of the rim. You don't see that too often. So it looks like they'll have to bring in another ball to probably get that one down. It's going to take a couple tries here. And finally they get it down. Crowd goes wild. And the Trojans will end up getting it on their own baseline. Baker will have it. Coming out of the game will be Curl. So that'll be Cartmel coming in for. They'll give it to Cartmel, back to Baker. So Baker will bring it up herself after throwing it in. She'll take it with the defense on her. With the spinning fade, not quite able to make it go. Bringing it back up the court now for the Eagles will be Bunting. Finding Meters on the outside. Meters will cut towards the basket. Find somebody inside, not able to make it go. Wool, one-on-one. She goes with the Euro. Not able to make it work there, as it'll end up getting rebounded by Mulholland and quickly jumped on by Bunting. So that will end up being a toss-up. Looks like they will be giving this one to the Trojans. Still hand that off to Bunting, who will bring it up. She currently is averaging 2.3 assists on the season. Only has one on the night. Tries to find someone inside. Pryor with the steal. Bringing up the course now is Mulholland. She'll find Baker. Baker will slow things down on the wing, handing it off to Wool. Wool. She'll take a second. Couple nice moves. Tries to beat the defender. Ends up getting stopped and turning that one over. Bringing it up now will be Bunting with no one but Baker on her. She with a nice reverse layup. Putting the Eagles up. With it now is Wool. That one will be shot at the corner by Cartmel, not quite able to sink it. That'll be Majot. Majot finds Meters on the outside. She'll cut in, take it. That one's blocked by Cartmel, and it looks like they'll be sending her to the line. As Meters will not be able to make the first one. She's currently sitting right at 2 points on the night, 1 for 2 on the field goal. She'll end up sinking that one for her third point. Immediately getting taken out of the game there as they try and get something new out there. So that'll be Haley York. Started the game for them, back out on the court now. Mulholland with it. At the top of the key. Back out to the wing with Baker. Baker cuts in. Mid-range and sinks it. Baker now has 8 points on the board. And that one goes in easily. Taking it up now will be Cameron. We haven't seen her yet tonight. Mulholland with it. Back out to Cameron. Cameron will cut in. Stop there. Into Pryor. Open. Not able to sink the layup. As that one goes out of bounds. Couple bodies hit the floor. We'll see which direction they end up giving the ball off to. Looks like the Eagles will take it. Taking it at the baseline will be number 5, Ella Majot. Taking it up for them will be Bunting, the third-year guard, at the wing now. As they send it back out with the 3. Will she hit it? They won't be able to. Catches their own rebound. Pryor gets the steal. Mulholland up to Cameron on the fast break now. She's got a player with her. She'll end up deciding to slow things down now and wait for the rest of her team. Baker on the outside with the screen. Right back in, backing it down, and the fade. Not able to make it go. And she'll end up getting fouled inside of the key. So the Eagles will end up getting it now. Bringing the ball up will be Jamie Bunting for the Eagles. Hands that one right outside to Majot, who will cut in, taking the lefty layup, but not quite able to make it. Getting the rebound is Bunting, who sends it inside. Not quite able to sink the first one. Gets her own rebound, puts it back up for the chance at 2 from the free throw line. As that one goes to Anila Ayotte. Already having a great game herself with 9 points and 3 rebounds. It's already been to the free throw line once for a and one opportunity. So the Trojans will end up calling a timeout before she even gets the chance to shoot.
We would like to give a shout out to the Trojans women's soccer team currently in the crowd. After claiming the title of the 2023 ACAC Women's Soccer Championship, the Trojans have secured their spot in the CCAA Women's Soccer National Championships, taking place from November 8th to 11th in Summerside, PEI. Good job, Trojans!
So that will do it for the timeout as both teams leave the huddle. I'm sure head coach Brian Anist does not have a lot to say for his team. They've definitely come out so far in this one looking stellar. Currently shooting 48% from the field, hitting 50% of their three-point shots. She'll take her opportunity from the free throw line. Won't be able to make the first one. She does get a second chance, though. We'll see how she can do there. As the Trojans line up in position outside of the key. She'll load up and fire. Ending up sinking that one. Still hand it off to Baker. We'll bring it up now for the Trojans. Currently leading the game for the Trojans in points. She'll cut in. Try and take the fade. Decides against it. Backing it down will be Lucia Monroe, not able to sink the basket. Sending it inside. Just getting a rebound, putting it back up. The Eagles definitely have a good post presence tonight, but not able to sink the basket at the end of the day. Baker getting it. She'll take it up now. She's at half court. Cutting in, stops, sends it back outside to Cameron, who stops again. Decides to hand it back out to Baker for the three. Not quite able to sink it. Cameron keeps it alive. As they'll decide to give it outside to Baker again with the fadeaway three. Nearly sinking that one, just narrowly missing. Getting the rebound once again. Back out, Monroe finds Baker. Baker cuts in with the contested layup, not able to sink it. As they'll find someone on the fast break, not able to make the basket. There's a lot of quick chances here for both squads, neither able to make it. As Baker decides to slow things down a little bit, takes the three, sinks that one. As that'll be her first three-pointer of the game after 3 attempts. Putting her point total on the night up to 11. Now leading the game. They'll cut in now. Try and find someone on the outside for the three. Not able to match Baker. And she'll bring up the court now. She'll get stopped on the wing out to Cameron. And that one goes right through her hands. Just a little bit of miscommunication for the Trojans there. As Pryor will end up coming in for Mulholland. So they'll end up getting it now. There's 3 minutes left in the second quarter. The score is currently 42 for the Eagles, 16 for the Trojans. Bringing it up now is Ailman. He's been doing that all night for the Eagles and been doing a stellar job at that. tries to find the pass. A little bit too much power on that one, as that one will end up going out of bounds, and the Trojans get it right back. Baker throws it into Wool, who will decide to bring it up herself. Calling an ISO with a step, hands it back out to Baker. She'll take another three. Little bit of fade on that one, as she will sink it. As that is back-to-back three-pointers from Baker, putting her point total on the night up to 14. Ailman will bring it up, guarded by Wool on the outside. Fakes the handoff, and that one goes off a foot and rolls out of bounds. They're going to say it goes off of Ailman's. I wasn't too sure. As we'll see a timeout now. I believe that one was called by the Eagles. So maybe they want to slow things down after a couple of nice plays by Baker. It's about 6 points on back-to-back possessions. This Baker already has 18 chances from the field in the first half of this one. She has been not afraid at all to take those shots when she's been getting those opportunities, and she certainly has been hitting more of them in the second quarter. It's a little bit of struggles, at least early in the first one, but has since definitely made a comeback in that one. Leading scorer for the Eagles so far has been Ayotte with 10 points, but only shooting 4 of 13. She started the night super strong, but hasn't been able to score as much in the second quarter so far in this one. Just behind her is Megan Ailman with 9. Has 4 assists on the night as well, impressively. We'll see if she can keep increasing that total, and maybe we'll see a double-double by the Eagles guard, as she is certainly on pace. Baker will take it now. We'll see if maybe that timeout did anything to ice the Trojan star guard. With it now is Wool. She'll get fouled, puts it up. And they're going to end up saying that they'll be taking it on the line just outside. They'll deem the shot was after the foul. Taking it now. That'll be Wool. Wool with a couple nice steps. Puts that one up with a nice little mid-range shot there. And that'll be her 4th point of the night after a couple attempts. They'll cut in. Decides not to take it. Find someone on the outside for 3. And the Eagles respond right away to the basket by Wool. And she'll bring it up now. She decides to cut in, gets fouled, pushed back. So there'll be a push. Taking it outside now, as we are going to see a sub now for the Eagles. Coming in for Ayotte will be Ryan Quealy, I believe, was the number. Yep. So that is number 18. Wool with it. Nice move with the floater. Not able to make it go. Quealy with the rebound. They'll send it over to Ailman, as we'll hear the defense chant coming from the Trojans bench. They'll send it outside, putting it back in. Right there, going for the post hook. Not able to make it go with their own rebound. She'll have it on the outside, sending it. And they're going to end up calling a travel on Haley York there. She was being guarded, I believe, by Brooke Baker. As Wool will have it now, just outside the three-point line. And she'll end up passing it off to Cameron. Cameron takes a couple of steps, hands it into Pryor. Pryor decides to take the spinning layup and ends up getting fouled on the play and will go to the line. Pryor so far in this one does not have a basket, but has not been to the line yet either. Has 4 rebounds. As we'll see Coach Parmar calling over both Baker and Wool, both his leading scorers on the night. We'll have to see what a change of strategy potentially means for both players. With it now once again will be Pryor. She'll take the free throw and will sink that one, as that'll be her first point on the night. Bringing it up now will be Morgan Ailman. She's got Brooke Baker playing defense on her. She hasn't had a point since the first quarter. Nearly made me eat my words there, just not quite able to sink the layup. That one is a nice hook, as that puts Alyssa York on the board in the second quarter. Wool brings it up now, just a little under a minute left in this one. She'll take it up herself with the floater. There'll be a foul call, and she'll be going to the line for the Trojans, as she currently has 4 points on the night, a chance to make it 6. As we'll be getting some subs for the Eagles, potentially taking off some of their starters to get a little bit of rest before we get to the end of this first half. Kings almost at 50 points, just 3 shy. Trojans hitting 23 there. Only 48 seconds on the clock. Wool will sink both. That'll send the Eagles back. That'll be Rivet, handing it off to Aylman. Baker applying the full court press. Aylman will cut in with the layup, and that puts her up to 11 on the night, as she hits double-digit points. Wool with it. On the wing, she'll cut in, handing it out to Baker with the fade. Not able to make it go. She'll throw that one back out to Aylman, who will bring it up now, making it over half court. Cutting it in on the outside. Back in. Not able to make that one go. She'll have it now at the top of the key. Handing it back outside. Cutting in. No one home in the paint for the Trojans. She gets on the board. Only 5 seconds left, as it looks like the Trojans are just going to let that one wind. And that will do it for the first half of this one. The score is 51 Eagles, 24 Kings, or Trojans, sorry. We will be having a 15-minute break. We'll be right back with you after that. Both teams start to take the court once again for the third quarter. The score was after those first 2 quarters is 51 for the Eagles, 24 for the Trojans. So they came out very, very strong. That is the Eagles, that is. Shooting at just under 50% from the field all night, hitting 50% of their three-pointers impressively, as they'll take it now at half court, giving it over to Macy Mulholland. She'll cut in with it. Back outside to Wool. Wool will cut in with the nice layup. Not quite able to make it go. So that one will end up going out of bounds off the hands of Wool. And the Eagles will take it on their own baseline. It's the Trojans' first chance at offense in this second half, sorry. Not quite able to go, as Aylman will make their way down the court. Finding someone on the wing. Brooke Baker nearly with the steal, not quite able to get it. Back outside, not quite able to make that one go. That one was Majot on the outside, as that'll be Wool finding Baker, as she'll bring it up and try and slow things down a little bit. With it now once again is Wool. She'll cut in, finding Curl. Curl with space, puts it off the backboard, not able to make it go. Aylman will bring it up now. Ends up finding a cutting Majot, who gets the first point for the Kings for this second half. Bull will bring it up now. We saw her bring the ball up a couple times. Finds Baker on the outside. Not able to sink it. So the Trojans have been struggling from three. Only person to make a three-pointer for them has been Brooke Baker. She'll bring it up. Find Mulholland with a bounce pass. Mid-ranger. Not able to make it go. So that'll be Aylman. She'll bring it over half court. Take it to the wing with a screen. Cutting inside. Tries to find someone inside, but Baker has all of that one. She'll have it there with the three. Not able to make it go as that one not quite able to find netting. She'll take it up the court now for the Eagles as they get things started up, trying to find posting up Alyssa York, but just graces the fingertips and goes out of bounds. With it now will be, that'll be Wool bringing the ball up the court. Loses the handle. Curl grabs it and fires. Not able to make that one go. So the Trojans struggle from three-point. Continue to be a main theme of this one for them. Wool switches on. And now one outside to Majot, who finds Ailman. Ailman cuts. She tries to find someone upside. Baker has the lane. She'll take it herself. Off the backboard and in. As Baker's point total on the night continues to grow higher. Now at 14. As they move it around the outside. Finding that one right there was Alyssa York in the post. Not able to hold on to it. She'll end up putting that one out of bounds as the Trojans get a couple points in a row. Already a better start to this half. Finding Mulholland on the outside. Not able to sink that one. As Ailman will get it. And that one goes off the hands of Baker and out of bounds. A nice deflection to maybe slow things down for the Eagles. As she finds a cutting Majot, but not able to quite hold on to it, I should say, as she gets out-muscled off the ball by Emily Cartmel. So it looks like the Eagles will be getting that one right back on their own baseline, or on the Trojans' baseline, sorry. Sending that one inside, she'll take it herself. Defended by Cartmel, who shuts it down. Baker brings it up the court now, defended. On the wing, nice cut back. She'll take a step, finds Cartmel on the outside. Cartmel cuts in, takes another step, gives it to Wool, who will move inside, not able to make the layup go. As the Eagles bring it up the court once again, tries to find a long pass, no one home. Tipped wide and into the hands of Ryan Quealy, who ends up getting the free lane and the free point as the Eagles get themselves back on the board, breaking a little bit of a cold streak that they've had since the beginning of this third quarter. Bringing it up now will be Baker once again. Already has 16 on the game. She brings it up, makes it 18 as she gets closer and closer to that number 20, as currently she has 18 of 28 points for the Trojans. Baker gets a steal. She is having quite the night. Mulholland has it on the outside. She'll cut towards the hoop. Getting fouled, and she'll go to the line. As a bit of momentum shift early in this third quarter. A lot of good things that so far. She makes the first free throw. Gets the chance to maybe make it two. And she will, making it 3 points on the game for Mulholland. She's currently gotten all of her points from the charity stripe. Taking it up the court now will be Jamie Bunting, the 5'9", 30-year guard. She'll have it on the logo, decides to hand it back out. They'll hand it off once more. A couple of different players touching it on the outside. Ends up finding, I believe that was Waters cutting towards the hoop, or Meters, sorry. Baker She'll take a chance to slow things down, gives it to Mulholland. Finds Cameron. Cameron with the head fake gets called on the travel. As we'll be seeing Pryor coming in favor of Addison Liebert. And Pryor, so far, we've seen her quite a bit tonight already, has quite the rebound total, if my memory serves me right. Already 4 in the first half. On pace for very respectable 8 on the night. They try and find someone on the outside. Baker gets the rebound, gets stolen. They end up finding Meters on the outside. Not quite able to make that one go. She'll take it right back. Handing it outside. Finds someone on the corner. She'll sink it. As that one was Majot. Doesn't miss that one. As she's already got 11 on the night. Bringing it up now will be Baker. She's got a one-on-one. Take the spinning fade and won't be able to make the shot. That would have been 24. Wasn't quite able to make it go. Bringing it up the court now will be Jamie Bunting, the third year. Handing it off, gets stolen. Cameron has it. She will end up not quite able to hold on to it as that one gets tipped out of bounds. Or at least I believe that will be the call on the play, as the Trojans will be getting it back. If she could have held on to that one, it could have been a potential fast break play with Pryor running up the wing. Baker has it. She'll do a hesitation. Not quite able to make that one go. As now the Eagles start to slow things down at the half court. Gets knocked away by Baker. And she'll have the three-pointer, and Majot is up to 14 on the night. And she is now the leading scorer for the Eagles. Shooting 4 for 7 from 3. Mulholland takes the mid-ranger. Not able to make that one go. As there will be a whistle. It looks like they're going to call a push. And it looks like Mulholland might be going back to the line once more. It looks like that won't be the case, though, as they'll end up getting it on the baseline. Taking out Brooke Baker, who has 18 points so far in this one. Mulholland takes it up at the top. Tries to find Wool. Wool will take it. She'll cut inside. Stops for the mid-range. Bounced off the rim and wide. Cameron will take it. Quite a lot of rebounds for the Trojans. That one gets taken by Pryor and stolen right out of her hands by Jordana Rivette. She'll drive towards the basket and take that one herself. As Wool will take it up the court for the Trojans. Rivette now has 8 on the night. She'll try and find Pryor. She'll have it. Nearly, and she'll get stolen once again. That's Rivette on the ball. Cutting towards the basket now. That was Bunting. As they'll get the chance to shoot 2. She already has 6 on the night. We've seen the Eagles kind of take back momentum now in this third quarter. It looked like they're, at least for a bit, the Trojans were on top of things, but they've fallen a little bit back behind again as the Eagles firmly grasp the momentum. She'll make the first one, making her point total on the night 7. Shooting the next one. Not able to make that one go as it'll get rebounded by Meters. Back out, and that one is taken by Majot, who brings her point total up to 17, just one shy of the game lead, Brooke Baker with 18. Wool cutting towards the basket, sends it outside. Back outside once more, Wool has it. Back outside once more, again. Mulholland will end up getting the mid-range. I feel like I said back outside one too many times there. Mulholland will take it. The ball carrier right after a nice mid-range shot. She's up to 5 on the night. Little bit of post moves here, sending it inside, back outside, and Meters won't be able to make it go. Mulholland with the rebound. She'll carry it up, get trapped, back out to Wool, who runs the court herself. Stop there, takes the mid-range. That one just a little bit wide right, not able to make it go. That will be Meters, back outside. So that one's taken as Ravette sinks that one, putting her point total up to, I believe, 11. And I was correct, she's now at 11. Joining Maggio in double digits for the Eagles. As we'll be seeing some subs coming in. Brooke Baker's coming back in for the Trojans, taking out Anagor Wool. And bringing it up the court now will be Morgan Ailman. She'll send it out to the wing. They'll have it there. Off the hands, Mulholland's on it. Back outside once more. They'll cut in. Ailman tries to make it work. They'll call a travel, and the Trojans will be getting it right back off the great defensive play to force a turnover. Taking the ball up the court now will be Haley Pilling, the first-year 5'5" guard. Baker has it. Baker hands off to Mulholland with space. She'll try and make it work. That one's blocked. There's a little bit of taunting coming from the Eagles bench. And they'll call a foul. I don't know if I saw that one. 13 seconds on the clock in the third quarter. Let's see what the Eagles decide to do with it. Maybe wanting that last second shot, as they will end up trying to find someone inside with it now. She'll cut towards the hoop with it. Off the hand. She'll get fouled going up, and she's going to be getting 2 shots. Going to the line now will be Lauren Meters. Has 2 points on the night, 1 for 4. This is their first visit to the charity stripe. That one goes off of the back of the rim. Let's see if she can potentially hit the second one and get on the board now, as she will end up not quite being able to make it, but it'll get rebound. They'll go for the hook. Not able to get it. Baker has it. And a foul brings the Trojans up to half court. 4 seconds on the clock. Let's see if maybe they want to try and throw something quick up to potentially get on the board. We're seeing a full court press from the Eagles. She'll walk up, and it'll get blocked on the long 3-point chance. And that will do it for the third quarter now, as we quickly approach the final quarter of action here. At least for the women's game. Right after this one, we'll have the men's, which will be the SAIT Trojans once again taking on the Kings University Eagles. I'll be right back with you for the fourth quarter. And we are 30 seconds away from the fourth quarter now here at the Jack Simpson Gymnasium here at the UFC campus. Currently the score is 70 for the Kings University Eagles. Trojans trailing, currently with 32. As both teams finish off at the huddle. See who both teams decide to send out. Multiple players in the double digits. As we're going to see the Trojans get the chance to start with it now. That'll be Brooke Baker. Getting the chance to throw it in with her, she'll have Haley Pilling, who will bring the ball up the court for the Trojans. She'll stop at the three-point, cutting inside, finds Baker on the wing, sinks it. Baker has 20. With it now, that'll be Bunting. Bunting finds Meters on the outside, defended by. That'll get stopped. That'll get stolen there. So the Trojans get the chance to restart things now. Bringing it up the court will be DeWolf. Decides to hand it off to Pillings. Pillings cuts inside, finds Mulholland, and that one she'll get fouled on. Mulholland currently sitting at 5 points on the night. Already has been to the stripe a couple times, has 3 points, 3 for 4 from there. We'll see if she can potentially add to that total. And she'll sink, as she'll miss the first one, not quite able to hit the second one. Bringing up the court now will be Morgan Aylman. She'll find Jamie Bunting on the outside. She'll take a second. Baker is defending her. Sending it back across. Finds Aylman with the cross pass. Going corner to corner. Able to sink the shot. Bringing it up the court now is DeWolf. Losing the handle. Throws it. They'll call her out of bounds. As this will be her first time on the court now in the fourth quarter. That'll be Morgan Aylman. Finds Meters. Meters tries to hand that one off. Shakes off DeWolf. That'll be Baker with the steal. She'll bring it up the court. Let's see what she decides to do with it. Cutting towards the hoop. Contested layup. And she'll be going to the line, I believe, for the first time tonight. Yep, she has not managed to make it to the line yet. So far has had 20 points without any free throws. As she'll load up and fire and sink the first one, putting her point total on the night up to 21. As she is firmly in the lead for most points on this Trojan squad. Next closest are Mulholland and Wool, both sitting at 6. She'll end up sinking both, up to 22. With it now is Meters. Meters hands that one out, off. Aylman with the 3. She'll not be able to make it go, as they'll end up getting their own rebounds. That one was Tori Day, as she'll get her 4th point of the night. Hand that one off now. Baker will take it. Baker will cut inside, stopping at the free throw line. That one going a little bit left of the hoop. With it now, that'll be Meters, giving that one back off to Aylman, who's being guarded by Curl. Back across, that's Meters. Contested defense there, as it'll be kept alive. 4 seconds on the clock. She'll load up and fire. That one's off the backboard, and it'll get whistled down. So the Trojans will be getting it right back. And leaving the game will be Jamie Bunting, as they bring onto the court Annika DeChamplain. That'll be Pilling, sending it outside to DeWolf. DeWolf will try and cut towards the hoop. There'll be a foul on the play, as they will end up calling a push, as the Trojans will get it outside. So there is 7:26 left on the clock. The Eagles currently lead 75-37. He'll send it outside. They'll find DeWolf out to Baker, and she'll fall down on the play as she's down on the court. As we're going to see the trainer come out now. I didn't quite see if there might have been contact. It looked like she just went down after coming back down onto the court there. Not a good look for the Trojans. Hopefully she's all right, as she was able to roll back up and doesn't appear to be in too much pain. So it could just be something minor. As we'll see, head coach Parmar will take a second to quickly ready the troops for the rest of this fourth quarter. We'll have to see what he can load up to potentially break down this lead that the Eagles have quickly, or have held on to for most of this one. And Baker will get to her feet, as she's going to end up going off the court. And she does have a smile on her face, which is definitely a good sign if you are a Trojans fan, as it looks like she will hopefully be all right. With it now, that'll be Meters taking it at the baseline for the Eagles. She'll hand it off to Morgan Ailman, who's still on the game, is having quite the impressive night. 14 points, 5 assists, 2 rebounds. They'll hand it off inside. That'll be Day with it. Day cuts towards the hoop, tries to make something work. They'll call a travel, as the Trojans will be getting that one back. A little bit of a good defensive play by the Trojans there. Gives them the ball right back, as Curl will be the one taking it up the court. She'll cut towards the hoop, get blocked inside, and the Eagles get it right back. They'll hand it off to Ailman. He's been carrying the ball up all night for them. They're going to call a travel on Meters. Curl will throw it in now. Bringing the ball up will be Emily Cartwell. Cartwell stops at the top of the key, handing it off. As that'll be DeWolf, not quite able to make that one work, as that goes out of bounds. That will be thrown in. Curl cuts towards the basket, stops, sends it out to DeWolf, who will find a lane, putting it up, not able to make it go. Sending it outside once more, that's Cartmel. Cartmel, long hook, and she'll make that one go, as she'll bury the impressive long-range shot there. A little bit of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar action. They'll take it just outside the key, back out to Ailman. She'll have it alone. Curl's right behind her, and they'll end up calling the foul on Ava Curl, who currently on the night doesn't have a point yet. Going to the line will be Megan Ailman. She's already been there. This is her 4th visit. She'll sink that first shot, making it 5 made free throws on the night. And with that, she brings her point total up to 16, or 17, sorry. Bringing the ball up will be Ailman, who just got the score. She'll cut towards the basket, wanting more. Getting fouled once again as she'll go back to the stripe, clearly missing it. As that'll be what will be her 5th visit to the line. Currently 6 for 8 on the night with 16 points. As coming out of the game will be number 9, Kiana DeWolf, the guard. Entering the game was Hannah Cameron. So that one gets put up, and she'll sink it. For her 20th point on the night, according to the big board. And that'll be Emily Cartmel taking a one-on-one, hands that one right off. With it now. Curl cuts towards the basket, off the backboard. Not quite able to make it work. Cameron with the steal. Back inside, trying to find Pryor. Not able to make the connection. As that one will go out of bounds, and the Trojans will get it right back. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Let's see what they can make of it. Getting it to Pryor inside. Pryor with the hook. She'll make that one. And that right there will be Pryor's first points of the game. Already had 6 rebounds. Making an impact in more ways than this. With points, as she'll end up getting fouled on the way up. That'll be Jordana Rivet, a second-year guard. As she'll take it just out on the baseline in the Trojan zone. She'll stop. They'll call it, and the Trojans will be getting it back. Just a little over 5 minutes left in this one. The Eagles are currently leading 79-41. We've got the men's game coming up right after this one, where we'll be seeing the SAIT Trojans once again taking on the Kings University Eagles. I'll be back with you for that one, so make sure to stick around. She'll have it at the top of the wing. That'll be Hannah Cameron cutting inside, finding Pryor. Not able to make the layup go, gets stolen. But it looks like the ref is going to be calling a foul on the play as the Eagles get it right back. And Morgan Ailman will get the chance to bring it up once again. Currently has 18 points. That one goes off the hands and out of bounds. There's some great defensive play from the Trojans. Keep the Eagles off the scoreboard once again. They'll be taking it on the baseline. Coming out of the game will be number 11, Addison Liebert, in favor of Lucia Monroe, who came in earlier, has 3 rebounds. Hasn't quite been able to score yet. Curl will defend the 3. That one goes off the front of the rim. Rebounded and quickly put back up. That is Alyssa York, who gets herself right back on the board. As that's her 6th. Cutting towards the basket, that is Curl. Cameron puts it up. Not able to make it go. Gets rebounded by the Eagles. Nearly stolen there by an aggressive Emily Cartmel. Not able to make it work. Curl's there. And that'll be stolen by Curl as she'll make her way back up the court. She'll take it herself. Gets rejected. That's Cameron. Cameron cuts towards the basket, puts it up, and makes it go. 2 big defenders in her way. Doesn't matter as she puts that one right up for her first points of the night. With it now, that's Ailman. Hands that one right off. She'll cut towards the basket, putting it up and in and easily as Jordana Rivet gets a couple more points on the night for herself. She's up to 13. 3 minutes left in this one. That'll be Curl. Gets it stolen from her. She's the only one back there to defend it. Ailman goes up and fouled as she'll go to the line once again. Already been there 5 times as she leads the game in this one with free throws. I'm sure she's certainly not complaining, as she's going to put that one up, and that one won't go. She'll sink the second one, though, putting her point total up to 19, as that makes it her 9 for 11, I believe, on the night from the free throw line. That'll be Cartmel with it now. She'll get cornered there and stopped, and they'll end up giving that one right back to the Trojans. Coming into the game now will be Addison Liebert. Joining her will be Mulholland, taking off Pryor. As that'll be Mulholland taking it up at the top of the key, handing it back outside. Back to Mulholland once again with the mid-range jumper. Not able to make it go. Cameron with the rebound. She'll get it. Gathering it inside. Tries to find Mulholland on the outside. No one home as that one gets put right out of bounds. And we'll be seeing the Trojans getting it right back. That'll be Haley Pilling. Throwing it in, finds Cameron on the wing. Let's see what she does with it. Stops and goes. And they're going to end up calling her for a travel. So the clock continues to unwind here at the Jack Simpson Gymnasium. So we will be seeing Ailman bringing the ball up the court now. With it, that will be Haley York. Sending it inside now, that'll be Ryan Quealy. Stolen by Cameron. Cameron with it. Finds Mulholland, who will walk it up the court. Handing it off to Cameron. Cameron with it. Cutting towards the basket. Back outside. Mulholland drills the three-pointer. And just at the 2-minute mark in this one, bringing her point total up to 9 on the night. Filling in where Baker left off as the main scoring leader. Throwing it in now will be number 16, Jordana Rivet. She'll take it on the wing. Back outside, cutting in. Out to Rivet once again. She'll take the three and drill it. Bringing Rivet's point total up to 16 on the night. Just behind Ella Majot and Megan Ailman. Cutting towards the basket is Macy Mulholland once again with 11 points now. She gets into double digits. Shooting rather efficiently. Mulholland gets her own rebound there for her 5th. Throwing it up court. She'll stop and turn back. Pilling. Not able to make the three-pointer go. Mulholland gets it. Stopped. Cuts towards the basket. Putting it up and makes the layup. As she continues to put this Trojans team on her back when they need her most with 13 now. A lot of points in the 4th quarter for Mulholland. Quite the second half performance. Stop there. Cutting in towards the basket now will be... That was Annika DeChamplain, not able to make it go. Emily Cartmel will be coming back into the game in favor of Haley Pilling. With 46 seconds on the clock, the Eagles currently lead 87-50 on the Trojans, as they will be advancing to a record of, I believe, 2-2 on the season. Or, sorry, 3-2 on the season. They were 2-2 before tonight. The Trojans will unfortunately be leaving the Jack Simpson Gymnasium tonight without a win. That'll be Hannah Cameron getting fouled on the outside there. And that will send her to the line. She has 2 points on the night. I don't believe she's been to the line yet. This will be her first trip there. She will end up sinking the first one. And she'll make the second one as well. Oh, not quite, as that one bounces out. Mulholland throwing it inside. Or, sorry, that'll get thrown inside to Mulholland, as she'll end up with 15 now. She's had herself quite the second half performance. I believe she entered it with around 4 or 5 and able to put up almost 10 since then. With it now on the outside, the Eagles waste down the clock as they're going to call a last-minute foul on Lucia Monroe. Taking the free throws will be Ryan Queeley, the first-year guard. She's going to end up drilling the first one. She takes the second one. Not quite able to make that one go. And the Trojans are just going to be holding on to that one. And that will do it for this first game we've got here at the Jack Simpson Gymnasium. The final score will be 88 for the Eagles and 53 for your SAIT Trojans. Make sure to stick around as we got players of the game coming up right after this. So there's definitely quite a few options on both sides. I think for the Trojans, you've got to give it to Macy Monroe, who stepped up in that second half when Brooke Baker had to leave the game.
Representing Calgary, dominating the tournament and winning the gold medal versus Edmonton by a score of 92-38. Addison Yee, Allie Bieber, Caitlin Matheson, Estella Dranville, Grace Nielsen, Jordan Lundgren, Sadie Secor, Aaliyah Abinda, Adrian Gilruth, Ryan Crosby, Hayden Hall, Brinley Walker, assistant coach Allison Walker, head coach Val Hampton Humphrey. We give the Alberta Summer Games 2023 gold medal to one more big round of applause.
The Alberta Colleges Athletic Conference and SAIT Trojans are pleased to recognize today's player of the game. From the visiting Kings Eagles, we have number 15,
As they will end up giving it to number 15, Lauren Meters.
And from your very own SAIT Trojans, we have number 2, Hannah.
And they'll give this one for the Trojans to Hannah Cameron, who coming off the bench had 3 points on the night and was quite the spark plug for the Trojans in the second half when she was needed most, getting 3 rebounds. And that will do it. Like I said, for the women's game, I've been Simon Chaskovsky. I'll be back with you for the men's game coming up in just a little bit at 8 o'clock. Make sure to come back for that one. Have a good night.